and 99% of life that ever existed is gone.
99% of life that ever existed is gone.
Earth has suffered 5 great biological collapses.
5 great biological collapses.
These mass extinctions reshaped the planet entirely.
Mass extinctions reshaped the planet entirely.
They were triggered by massive external planetary forces. Volcanism, asteroids, and climate shifts were the culprits. A life always rebounded, but recovery took millions of years. And now, scientists warn of the 6th extinction event. But this time, the dominant force is unique. But the agent of change is us Homo sapiens. But this crisis is defined by rates of loss, not just total loss. But habitat destruction represents the primary, immediate threat. Fragmentation isolates populations, preventing necessary adaptation. Barriers stop the essential movement of entire species. But now that we understand habitat loss, let's explore climate change. Warming temperatures force species out of their historical ranges. The pace of warming outstrips evolutionary response times. Altered hydrological cycles create extreme drought conditions. The globalization introduces novel competitive pressures everywhere. The introduction of non-native species is often unintentional. Pollution acts as a pervasive, constant stressor across biomes. Toxins bioaccumulate, magnifying effects up the food chain. Human population density amplifies every one of these pressures. Scientists analyze the historical record to predict future tipping points. And consider the sheer scale of past losses, like the end Cretaceous event. That event wiped out nearly 3/4 of all species. And yet, the speed of the current decline feels truly unprecedented. But modern agriculture drastically simplifies entire biomes. And this simplification erodes the genetic toolkit for future survival. The signature of this extinction is atmospheric change. We are warming the planet faster than past natural surges. Ocean warming leads directly to catastrophic ecosystem collapse. But the affected species often lack easy alternatives for survival. The speed of destruction is the defining characteristic of the Anthropocene. We are the driving variable, acting as a global force multiplier. An unsustainable resource extraction accelerates the extinction death. And every product we use has an ecological cost buried within. Conservation efforts are crucial countermeasures against this trend. Monitoring and cataloging biodiversity informs urgent protective action. Our restoration proves that ecosystems can regain functionality. Local action, focused on sustainable practices, makes a difference. Preserving genetic reservoirs ensures future evolutionary options. But now that we understand the threats, we explore the path forward. Ecosystems are not isolated, they function as a single planetary system. The loss of even the smallest element compromises the whole structure. We must recalibrate our definition of a healthy, functioning world. Vast reserves of undocumented life still await discovery and protection. The power to destroy is matched only by the power to restore. This transition requires fundamental shifts in our collective priorities. Innovation focused on sustainability is our most potent tool. Reducing our footprint directly alleviates pressure on vulnerable ecosystems. The difference between past extinctions and this one is consciousness. And we know what we are losing before the last sample vanishes. Previous events erased history with impersonal, planetary mechanisms. But this extinction carries a distinct, undeniable human signature. We have the analytical power to halt the current trajectory. Future success demands collective, coordinated, decisive global action now. On every restored acre, every saved species alters the outcome. It is a choice between legacy and irreversible erasure. The sixth extinction is not yet fully written in stone. Our understanding must fuel action to secure the biological inheritance.